If you're publishing on KDP, you already know a book cover can make or break your sales. You could have the best interior, the perfect niche, even the right keywords, but if your cover doesn't grab attention, your book will get ignored. That's why today I'm going to be showing you how to create mind-blowing KDP book covers using AI-generated designs quickly, easily, and without any complicated design skills. We're going to be using Nurie Creator, an all-in-one tool for AI-generated coloring book designs that I used to create the Funny Cats Bold and Easy coloring book in a previous video. And now they've added a brand new cover creation feature that lets you design professional eye-catching covers in less than 10 minutes. So we're going to do exactly that. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, book covers are what stop people from scrolling. Whether someone is browsing Amazon or clicking through search results, a polished, high-quality design can mean the difference between consistent daily sales and a book that disappears into the never-ending ocean of KDP books. And if you're still struggling with Canva, Photoshop, or trying to piece together designs manually, you're going to want to check out this tool. I've been in KDP since 2019. I published over 2,000 books, generated over 6 figures in passive income, and I can tell you, tools like this are what let you scale your business. When I started, creating covers was a time-consuming bottleneck. Now AI is automating it in minutes. So stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll have a fully designed, ready-to-upload cover that stands out in the search results and converts viewers into buyers. With that being said, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Nurie Creator, this is basically the interface that it has. It's very simple. You only have a few options and you can go ahead and use your prompts right here. It says prompt should be 10 words or less for best results. I've showcased and showed what this generator can do in many of my previous videos, so feel free to go ahead and watch that. Now, one of the great things with this generator is you can choose a bunch of different art styles right here to really fine tune the type of coloring book that you want to make. But this is not what we're here for. We're here for the book cover creation. This is really to create the interior. So if we take a look on the left-hand side, we can see right here the book cover gen. This is the new feature that Nurie Creator just came out with. And so if we go ahead and click on here, it's going to take us into the actual interface to create the book cover. Now, this is pretty simple. You're going to have your cover settings. You're going to have your book size. And as you can see, there's a bunch of book sizes here, but for coloring books, it's typically going to be your 8.5 by 11 inch size, just like this one right here. Or in this case, and in a lot of popular cases with coloring books these days, it's going to be the 8.5 by 8.5 inch, which is this one right here. Now, the next thing is going to be the page count. So depending on how many images you have in your book is going to be the page count right here. Typically with bold and easy coloring books, you're going to want anywhere from 30 to 40 images. And so let's say we had 40 coloring images. And if you include the back side, that's going to give you about 80 pages. So we're going to hit enter, apply, and then it's going to change the spine just a little bit to accommodate the page count. Now, the next thing we have is the cover color. So if we click this, we can go ahead and drag this cursor and pick any color that we want. And you can go ahead and change the options from hex. You can do RGB or you can do HSL. So we can go ahead and just pick anything that we want. I'm just going to do a blue one, maybe like this. And then you have this option right here where you can match the front cover color, which is on by default. Now, the next part is going to be your cover title, your cover author, and then as well as the title color and the author color. Now, this is going to be optional. If we go ahead and put a title like Funny Cat Bold and Easy Coloring Book, press enter. And then the cover author can be optional, but let's just put Jeff Set Life, press enter. And now we can choose a title color. So for the title color, typically you're going to want something bright. For example, let's just choose a yellow color here. I'm going to try to find a bright yellow like that. The author color, I'm going to choose maybe a white. And as we can see, we can leave these blank if we don't want to AI generate the title and or author. Now, the next part is to enter a short description of your cover. And so this one says flowers. So if we just go ahead and use this example, if we generate the front cover, we can see exactly what it looks like, what it'll come up with. And there you go. So this is not exactly what we want to create, but you can see just the power of this generator. Obviously, the book is not about flowers, so we're gonna have to modify this. And so if I just do a short description and put in cats, or let's say funny cats, and then see what it comes up with. This is the fun part about this generator because you never know what it's gonna come up with. And so let's just wait. And then this is the type of design that we get. Now, I don't really like this design, so I'm gonna go ahead and generate the front cover again. And this is the best part about this tool is that we can just keep generating front covers over and over and over again and keep getting new ones. Now, this one I really don't like because it's just pink with colors. It doesn't really have any cats. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this and I'm just gonna put cats and see what it comes up with. So here's a little bit of a better one, Funny Cat Bold and Easy Coloring Book. You see the cat right here. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more to the description. Let's do kawaii because the kawaii style actually blends well with the Bold and Easy Coloring Book. And let's go ahead and generate this front cover. And as you can see, this one is a lot better. We have Funny Cat Bold and Easy Coloring Book. This is all already done right here. I didn't have to do any of this design. And then my name, Jeff Set Life, on the bottom, perfectly placed. Now they have this option right here where you can copy the front cover image to the back cover. And so if I go ahead and click this, just so you can see what it looks like, I'm gonna go ahead and generate a brand new cover. It's gonna be different than this. But let's go ahead and see what this option will look like. Now this one's actually very, very nice. Funny Cat, Bold and Easy Coloring Book, Jeff Set Life. But as you can see on the back cover, it's replicated. Now you're not really gonna wanna do this, especially for this type of coloring book. So we're gonna go ahead and uncheck this and generate the cover one more time. And then there we go. This one is an even better design. However, I don't like that coloring is spelled like this. So in that case, there is a little bit of manual design in this book cover creator, which I'm going to show you. But before that, let's go ahead and look down here. Right here, we see show the back cover option. So if you wanted to create a back cover, you can easily do it right here. You can do a header, a footer, the colors for both, and then you can also enter a description so that it can generate a back cover for you. But most of the time, you're not really gonna have to use this back cover option. So I'm gonna go ahead and uncheck this. Now we can go ahead and play around back with the front cover. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the title, I'm gonna delete the cover author, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a different type of description here. So I'm gonna go with this Kawaii Cat's Thick Black Lines and see what it comes up with. So let's go ahead and generate the front cover. Now I really like this type of image. However, it's a little bit too big. I want more cats, more than just one cat. And so I'm gonna go ahead and generate the front cover over and over and over again until I find something that I like. Now this one's a little bit better, but let's go ahead and generate it again. Now this one isn't really what I'm looking for. It's a nice cover, but I'm looking for something a little bit more of that bold and easy coloring book type. Now this one might actually do. However, the issue with this is that the image is not extended all the way to the middle. So just keep generating covers until you get one that you like. Here's a better looking cover, and let's just keep generating covers and we're gonna see just how many covers we can come up with. Now, if you're ready to take action and you want a full step-by-step guide that walks you through the entire process of creating books like this, then I put together something that'll save you a massive amount of time and frustration. It's called the KDP Royalty Roadmap. It's my complete start to finish guide that covers everything from niche research to book creation, publishing, and actually getting sales. Plus, it dives into strategies that I'm not covering in this video. This is my proven system to help you start making money with Amazon KDP, even if you're starting from scratch. So if you're serious about turning KDP into a real passive income stream, I'll leave the link down below. Now, here's one that could actually work well. And so once you have an image that you like, what we can do is we can go up here to mode. You have these options: text, eraser, brush, shape, AI elements. So if you wanted to add more elements here, you can go ahead and enter an AI prompt. For example, let's do Kawaii Cat, and then let's hit generate. And here's the image right here. We can go ahead and click remove background. And there you go. And then we can go ahead and put it anywhere that we want, and we can generate another one. remove background, and we can go ahead and create our own cover. If that's what we wanted, we could just keep doing this. Remove background, generate another one, remove background. So this is another option that you could do to create a cover, because you could just basically create a bunch of these and then put them all around the cover. And then you can have your title right in the middle here. You also have shape right here where you can add shapes. So if you wanted a rectangle, you can choose the fill, the outline, and the thickness. And then you can go ahead and put your shape right here and put it wherever you want. You also have your brush right here where you can go ahead and choose the brush color and the brush size. And then you can go ahead and do what you want with the brush. And then you also have the eraser where you can go ahead and erase certain things that you created just like that. You can go ahead and do that like that. If we click back, 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 and back. Let's go ahead and do the text. Now with the text, we can add a text here. I want to choose a font that I already know will work well, which is called Chewy. And so if we add the text, it'll be right here. We can go ahead and type in our title. Now remember, your title for your coloring book needs to match the title that you're going to submit into KDP. So whatever your title is for your book on KDP has to be the exact same title on your book cover. So for example, this one's called Funny Cats. And if we put this up here, we can go ahead and change the outline thickness. So let's put a 3. And then I want to add another text, and I want it to say bold and easy coloring book. And this one we can make smaller and put it right on the bottom right here. And this one we can just kind of find a nice place to put this. You can also do this where you can stretch out the image, but I don't really want to do that. You can go ahead and change the color. So you can go and make it, let's say, yellow. And then there you go, Funny Cats Bold and Easy Coloring Book. Now we can go ahead and delete these. Now the next thing you want to do is typically with a lot of coloring books or just KDP books in general, you're going to want to showcase some of the interiors on the back cover. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download some of those interiors so that you can put them on here. Now here's the book that I created in that previous video of the Funny Cats. So these are images generated straight from Nurie Creator. As we can see, I'm just going to download a few of these, maybe 4, so that I can put it on the back cover. So if you're using Canva, the easiest way, just go to share, download it as a PNG or a JPG, but I like to use PNG, and I'm just going to use the largest file size. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose from here, maybe 4 images. So let's go ahead and do that, 2, 3, and 4. Hit done, and then download. Now, if we go back to Nurie Creator, what we can do here is click right here where it says upload image, and we can go ahead and find those files. So I'm going to go ahead and upload all of these. So here's the first one. Let's put it right there. Upload an image. Let's do the second one. Put it right there. Upload an image. Let's do the third one. Put it right there. And then upload that last image. And then let's resize all of these. Make sure they're all the same size. And then there you go. That's typically what I like to do. Now, what you can also do, you can move it down, and then you can also add another text right here, and you can type in something else like a description, say 40 coloring images. Let's go ahead and change the color to black and make that white. And then we can just make it a little bit smaller, put it in the center. And then there you go. This is a completed book cover ready to upload onto KDP. All you need to do now is to hit generate PDF. It's going to pop up with something right down here, and then download the PDF. And then there you go. Here is your full book cover. This is the PDF. So this is what's going to be uploaded onto Amazon KDP, and it's as easy as that. Now, if you want to check out Nurie Creator, I'll leave the link down below. Just keep in mind that if you want the AI version of this book generator, you're going to want to upgrade to the elite version because all the other ones are just going to be the non-AI book generator. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.